Chapter 93. Crash. George. Sam, I need to know what you're doing. I said. Sam then cocked his gun, and Sam then cocked his gun in the air. Screamed Sam as he shot the tear gas bombs. The impact resulted in an explosion that got us going airborne, and we were flying out. We were about to crash into other parts of the Willis Tower. Screamed Hannah. I then tuned up and flew high over the loop tracks, and I began to follow Sam. I am behind you, I said to Sam. Me too, said Dr. Morcassius. Me three, said George. Sam gave a thumbs up. We then followed him above the streets, and then we followed him until we crashed through one of our windows into Robbinsog. Welcome home, said the return when we arrived in Robbinsog. Where is your mother? Dr. Morcassius asked when he got up from the ground. She's sleeping, said the return. That's not an excuse, said Dr. Morcassius. Yeah, we warned her, said George. Then get her yourself, said the return. Dr. Morcassius then gave me the cure. This is it, said Dr. Morcassius. I'm on it, I said. I then walked to the door and I grabbed the knob, and the next thing I know I'm screaming. Yeah! I screamed. Oh, what is it? Dr. Morcassius running toward me. The doorknob is scalding hot, I said to Dr. Morcassius. Dr. Morcassius touched the doorknob himself, and then I saw him move his hand away. Ow! Screamed Dr. Morcassius. Oh, I forgot to mention that your parents are in police custody in your bedroom, so that means the doorknob is hot, said the return in a surprisingly serious tone. I find that unlikely, said Dr. Morcassius. How do we deactivate the doorknob? Hannah asked. You need the code to find the codes to figure it out, said the return. Screamed Sam. Not now, said Dr. Morcassius, carrying Sam away from the return. Sam was kicking around because Dr. Morcassius literally had to lift him off the return, but things calmed down. How do we find it, though? Asked Dr. Morcassius. The cops were expecting you, but they don't want you, said the return. I find that unlikely, said Dr. Morcassius. Just go along with it, said Hannah. I will, said Dr. Morcassius. They said they will be done at 4, said the return. What time is it now? I asked. 3:10, answered Dr. Morcassius. 50, so 50 minutes, I said. What do you mean they said they will be done at 4? What time does it expire until 5? That was until you left Robbinsog, and now they wanted to get you as soon as possible. Just then, 3 cops came running in. Screamed Sam faster than they had the nerve to say please. Sam was then taking them down as we were having our talk still. What code? Hannah asked. Oh, I lied about it. I was just teasing you because I know you love riddles and stuff, said the return. Then why is the doorknob hot? I asked. So that way they don't hurt my daughter and my son-in-law, answered the return. What does it take to deactivate it? Dr. Morcassius asked. Time, said the return. Time? Dr. Morcassius asked. Yes, time, said the return. So 4 in the morning it goes off, I asked. 4, said the return. Sam then knocked out all those cops. Are they dead? The return asked. What's the matter to you? Dr. Morcassius asked. Good. No, we aren't, answered Hannah. Good, said the return. Sam, take them out and dispose of them, ordered Dr. Morcassius. Sam I then saw dragged the cops to the elevator, while Dr. Morcassius then got OxyClean and then poured some on the bloodstains. Is it worth your time? The return asked. Would you want bloodstains on your carpet? I asked. Thanks for asking me, said thanks for asking me, said Dr. Morcassius. No, answered the return with a star smile. What about that makes you want to smile? I asked the return in a loud voice. Nothing. I have autism too, and that's why I smile sometimes when it is not appropriate to, said the return, who was still smiling. Let go, said Dr. Marcassius. I was going to, I said. Sam then walked back in. What did you do with the bodies of those cops, Dr. Marcassius asked. Sam moved his hand up and down. Are we on the elevator? Dr. Marcassius asked. Sam nodded. Think of other places to put them because the elevator fills up quickly, said Dr. Marcassius. Sam gave a thumbs up. Good, said Dr. Marcassius. I then went to look out the window as I was the last one to change out of my hang glider. When I looked out the window, the cops pointed their guns at me. George, get away from the window, yelled Dr. Marcassius. Good point. I don't want people pointing their guns at me, I said, running away from the window. We still had our cloaks on, because why not? What were you doing? What were you doing up so late to begin with? Dr. Marcassius asked. I can't sleep, said the return. Why, I asked. Well, can you? The return asked. No, I said. Well, she has it here, said Hannah. Good point, said Dr. Marcassius. Dr. Marcassius kept on scrubbing the floor as Sam walked up to him. What is it, Sam? Dr. Marcassius asked. Sam was carrying a wooden board left from the door when Hannah kicked it down a few days ago. What's this board for? Dr. Marcassius asked. Sam pointed at himself and then at Dr. Marcassius. You are a board? Oh, wait, you're boards, Dr. Marcassius. Sam nodded. Then help me scrub, said Dr. Marcassius. Sam then gave a thumbs up, and then I went to go scrub to the couch to sit next to my grandmother. What is it? The return asked. Who are you? I asked. Your grandmother, answered the return. Answer the question specifically, said Dr. Marcassius with anger in his voice. Are you sure you want me to tell you? The return asked. Yes, I answered. Well, I'm not going to tell you until you are old enough, said the return. Don't bother with her, said Dr. Marcassius. Why, I asked. Because she is a cunt and her mother should have aborted her? Because that is what I always think about criminals who lie to their grandchildren about it, answered Dr. Marcassius. Don't talk to me like that, said the return. Dr. Marcassius walked over to the couch and turned on the TV while a CNN report was on. There appears to have been an attack on the 103rd floor sky deck of the Willis Tower, Chicago. That wiped out the glass deck, along with one of America's most beloved botanical conservatories in Chicago. Garfield Park is burning to the ground, said Anderson Cooper on CNN. That was you, said the return. Correction, it was Sam. And we wouldn't have needed to have been on the run from the law if it weren't for you, said Dr. Marcassius. Sam still did all those attacks because of you, said Dr. Marcassius. Hannah then came over and began talking to the return with us. If it weren't for the fact I'm about to save his mom and go to jail, just because I am quote-unquote your accomplice, I would prosecute you, because I am a prosecuting lawyer, said Hannah, very upset. Okay, Marcia Clark, said the return. Dr. Marcassius and Hannah laughed. Well, Sam didn't because he was working on cleaning up the stains on the carpet, and I didn't laugh because I didn't get the joke. Who is Marcia Clark? I asked. Irrelevant, said Dr. Marcassius. He is a little bit right there, said Hannah. But I want to know, I said. Mommy is going to die. Said Dr. Marcassius. I got her, I said. I then ran up to the door and burned my hand again. Ow, I screamed again. That is why it is irrelevant, said Dr. Marcassius. I then walked back to my hand. My hand looked a little disfigured, so I ran it under some cold water. I said. There better be no tricks revolving the doorknob, I said. I saw Dr. Marcassius say to the return from the kitchen sink. There aren't, said the return. Good, said Dr. Marcassius. I then saw Dr. Marcassius walked over to where Sam was, and Sam was still scrubbing. Sorry, I had to abandon you for a few minutes, said Dr. Marcassius. As soon as Dr. Marcassius was about to touch the sponge, Sam stopped him. You got this? Dr. Marcassius asked. Sam nodded. Okay, Dr. Morcassius said. Dr. Morcassius then came over to me. Are you okay? Dr. Morcassius asked. That was a cruel joke you pulled on me, I said to Dr. Morcassius. Yeah, even I thought that wasn't funny. Sorry, said Dr. Morcassius. It's fine, but don't do it again, I said. I won't, said Dr. Morcassius. I took a good look at my hand. There are no blisters, but you could tell it didn't look good.